What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. I got another playbook play for you guys here. And just to document it on YouTube, what could happen when a famous person with a huge following or a huge investor with a lot of money, what they can do to a stock. And I call this play When the President Calls. So let's jump into it and break it down. I just had to make a video on this. This is just something epic. And I've seen this happen before when Kim Kardashian partnered with a penny stock or a small cap stock and the stock just exploded. So let's go back to when this started. This all started on May 8th at 8:18 a.m. We got President Donald Trump tweeting, "Great news for Ohio. Just spoke to Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors, who informed me that subject to a UAW agreement, GM will be selling their beautiful Lordstown plant to Workhorse, where they plan to build electric trucks. GM will also be spending $700 million in Ohio." Look at how many retweets this had, how many likes this had, how many people's commented on this. So you see GM is selling to Workhorse. Donald Trump is talking about Workhorse. What is Workhorse? Simply go to Google, type in Workhorse stock. Right here, it's going to pop right up for you. WKHS, Workhorse Groups Incorporated. Click on that. Brings you to Yahoo Finance. You can dig into all the information that you want to. But let's jump into the good stuff, the chart. This is what happened when someone famous or someone with a big following, a lot of money, can do to a stock. And you had time to get in on this because this spike didn't happen until around 11:30 a.m. He tweeted that at 8 a.m. You had 3 hours, as you can see right here. There's no volume in this stock. And then a little after 11, this thing surged from 83 cents up to $1.50. Had a real tight consolidation period right here. Got tighter and tighter, and from $1.50 right after 1 p.m., this thing just grinded all the way up to almost $3. Double topped right here at the close. The next day, this gaps up to 374. It just goes to show you what a stock can do when somebody famous tweets about it or mentions it. And this is why I'm calling this play When the President Calls. It's good to follow the president, famous people. If you ever see a company partner with a famous person, like I said before, Kim Kardashian partnered with a company, the stock went supernova parabolic for weeks. I forgot the name of the ticker, but it happened like 2 years ago. And I've heard stories of Oprah teaming up with Weight Watchers, and that exploded. And then since then, Oprah partnered with other companies, and the stocks exploded. Carl Icahn is another big investor that you have to follow. Kylie Jenner, big names. If a big name is associated with a company, expect that company to have big moves. And it doesn't happen immediately. And sometimes it takes time. Like I said, President Trump's tweet was at 8 a.m. on the 8th of May. This stock didn't take off until 3 hours later when the market opened. Just before 11:30, boom, exploded up. That's when it got the attention. And then it consolidated, like I said, and then at the end of the day got that huge explosion. And then I got another chart right here of what the stock did the days following, and I've already marked it up. This was the first day when the president tweeted about it. You got almost like a head and shoulders right here. Stock had a morning sell-off, consolidated all the next day from 210 up to 260, Next day, opened up, gapped down slightly, formed a nice little tight wedge right there from $1.70 to a mental area $2. This is the benefits of watching a stock even days after had its initial explosion right here. 3 days later, this formed a tight wedge from $1.70 to $2 and explodes up to $2.30, right to the area resistance of where this was bouncing at support, all right there. So I just had to go off and make a video to document this, and another playbook play to add into the playbook, and I named this When the President Calls. And this is what the chart has done on the 15-minute since the days following President Trump's tweet. Just look at this when I zoom out on it. There's just no volatility in this stock, no volume on it, all down here. And then look at that, just huge volume come into it and then fade out on it. Looks just like a pump and dump. Zoom in on this. Really, really just tightness right here forming higher lows. Big explosion. And then since that big explosion, it just fell off completely right there. U-shaped right here, back up to resistance where old support was, pulled back down to support right there, back up to the resistance right there, comes down, 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 little tiny bounce, just slowly fading out. You can see it came back to that support right there, and then it surged like right there, and it's just been slowly but surely just falling off, pretty much like that. Going into WKHS on FinViz, just to document this, it is May 19th, 2019. Making this video, the shares float is 52.28 million. Shares outstanding is 73.74 million. Short the float is 2.90%. Institutional ownership is at 12.3%. Insider ownership is at 1.9%. And its average true range is 33 cents. I would definitely keep WKHS on watch for the future for anything crazy to happen again with this. All it takes is for Trump to tweet about it again, or for this could be the pick-me-up for WKHS with that big deal with GM and the electric cars. I would say it is a must-watch going into the future for WKHS. I didn't get to look into any of the SEC filings, so that's what I'm going to do after I make this video. I hope you all liked this video, and again, this is a playbook play I'm going to be adding to my playbook, and this play is called When the President Calls. If you guys liked the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Trading Learning 101 community. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button for me, please. It lets me know that you guys are liking the content. And until next time, guys, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Build that playbook up. All right, everyone. Later.